Billin, Uptown Murph.
Top Billin.
Yo, your boy Jersey Murph back at it again. You know I had to come back and do something on my guy Malachi Corley. But listen, before I do that, make sure you're liking the content. Make sure you're subscribed. And most importantly, make sure you're sharing the content, baby. Tell them Top Billin is where it's at. Tell a friend to tell a friend. You already know how it goes down. And like I said before, man, looking to get a few people in the Discord chat talking about them Jets. It's going to be a special season for the New York Jets. So make sure you get at me if you want to get down with that Discord, man. We could just talk, man. And listen, only fans, not people who wanted to be in the business and shit like that and weirdos and shit like that, right? I don't have time for all that, right? But listen, Malachi Corley. Everything that I said. Now, I know it's on paper, right? OTAs really mean nothing. There's no physical contact at OTAs. But you know what that means? That just means that somebody's not going to get hurt trying to tackle Malachi Corley because physicality is the name of the game for him. That's what he's about. So to see some of the superlatives laced on this man, right, or being bestowed upon this man, I think is incredible, especially if it's coming from a cat like Aaron Rodgers, your man A-Rod, over the moon talking about Malachi Corley. He actually called him his favorite receiver in the draft. Now, some people are going to take that as maybe he's trying to pump up his rookie. Maybe he's trying to shift his image of being somebody who's not been very warming to rookies in the past. But I don't think so. I think at this particular point in time in Aaron Rodgers' career, he understands, how would we say this, efficiency, right? A guy like Malachi Corley can make you extremely efficient as a quarterback, especially the way that they should use him, right? We know that the Jets are, I don't know if you want to call it burden, right? There's an albatross of an OC and Nathaniel can't hack it, right? Coach Hackett not doing the damn thing usually there, but he's had some success with Aaron Rodgers, and I believe those guys to be on the same page, to have really good synergy. So if anything, your man Aaron Rodgers will be running his own offense, very similar to what we saw Peyton Manning when he was with the Denver Broncos and he was with the Indianapolis Colts. Peyton Manning was just that dude. So I think Aaron Rodgers has that type of ability as well. And being able to get that man the ball in the quick game, right, first and foremost, but also in the make it from scratch game, right? These guys you can just throw a hitch to, run a reverse to, or run a reverse with. You guys can get him on those tunnel screens. He can do a lot of shit. Line him up in the backfield. We said it before, very much like a Deebo Samuel, and I think people like Deebo Samuel are the current end wave of the future. That's just what it is, right? You don't have to throw a guy the ball 40, 50 yards down the field, which is a lower percentage throw. Then you can throw a guy a hitch, and he can still take it 40 and 50 yards down the field because he's going to break tackles, man. I mean, what are we doing here? You got to look at some of these drills from your man Malachi Corley as well, man. The agility is basic drill, simulating getting off of press covers. Now, I say it all the time. People don't press anymore, right? It's like, what was that song? Like, people don't dance no more. All they do is this. Well, people don't press no more. All they do is fall off, right? They'll fall off and work catch coverage, meaning they'll allow you to get into their body, and then they'll kind of two-hand cradle you. Wow, but having this in your arsenal, just in case somebody does press, look at the quickness. Like, look, I mean, that's going to be his calling card. People talk about top-end speed in the NFL today, especially with a skill set like this. I mean, look how the dude is built. He's not built like your prototypical running back. 5'11", 210 pounds. You know, he'd be 215 or whatever like that. Very much like Deebo Samuel. He'd be able to carry that weight, but it's the quickness that's going to get him through, especially if you're talking about working the quick game, working that manufactured passing game with getting him those reverses and those balls out of the backfield and all that right there. He's going to be a load to deal with, man, straight up. No diddy. Here we go, right? It's the worm drill. A lot of people call it maybe the snake drill. It's just simulating getting in and out of the transition phase. Being able to quickly chop. You see the quick chops going over or going around the trash can there? It's the quick chops that get you, where you lower your elevation, right? You shift that, drop those hips, change the elevation on that, and that's how you're able to change direction and get out of routes that have stems in them and everything like that. You know his hands are going to be phenomenal. But, I mean, think about the short area quickness here like I said before, people focus too much on top end speed, and you have to, you know what I'm saying, it's KYP, right? Know your personnel. This particular guy right here is going to work well in short yardage situations. He'll break tackles of linebackers, right? He's that dude. So being able to get him on routes with quick transitions in them, that's knowing your personnel, and you can see how he can get in and out of transitions. I just don't see how this guy's not going to be a success, right? Barring injury, he's going to be a success. And he compliments Garrett Wilson and Mike Williams tremendously, which somebody should tell this clown right here. Yo Holmes 273 said right after the draft on my Malachi Corley review, he said Corley is the fool's gold of the NFL draft. No wonder the Jets traded up to take him. The fuck out of here. Everybody loves to hate on the Jets, right? This is crazy to me. It's been like that forever, though. People love to hate on a team, right, that, I mean, is like a working class team, right? The fans and everything's a working class. Come around the area, right? Come around the metropolitan area, and you can see the type of people it is and how it reverberates, I think, throughout the city in the Jets itself, right? They very much represent how it is out here in the metropolitan area. North Jersey represent, baby. Shout outs to Jersey, period, right? But this clown said, to his credit, he is a dog and a weight room warrior. That being said, Corley is a slow running back pretending to be a wide receiver. So I had looked that up, and yeah, slow running back pretending to be a wide receiver, right? Man I think he ran a 4.4 or a high 4.4, something very similar to Debo, right? So he played in a terrible conference versus crap teams. He's a gimmick gadget guy who needs to be put in space. That being said, he has no speed. So, you know what I mean? He's rated the 19th fastest eligible wide receiver for this draft. What does that matter? It matters about your football ability and where is he even getting this rating from, right? So, come on. This dude's not even, you know what I'm saying? He's just making up shit just to hate. His gimmick in college will not translate to the NFL. It's probably the easiest gimmick to translate to the NFL, right? If you want to call it a gimmick, right? It's football, right? There's just a lot of these guys who are just physical football players. This clown wouldn't know. He probably never put on pads that didn't say Kotex on them. So, you know what I mean? Let that sink in there. Plus, he is so slow that NFL defense, come on, man. He's just saying the same shit over and over. Just another terrible GM joke Douglas pick. That's General Joe Douglas to you, homeboy. Corley ain't no Debo. D-Row runs a 4.4. Corley runs closer to a 5.6. I'll put up on the screen what he actually ran, right? So the clowns like this, right? I just wanted to get this clown out here. I had somebody else on a previous coverage of mine. I think it was maybe on my Dolphins coverage or something back in the day, right? He said the same type of goofy shit about Jalen Waddle, right? And me covering Jalen Waddle through my Alabama coverage, right, which is the primary coverage on his channel at the beginning of it, right? I knew Jalen Waddle's skill set, and I said he was going to be a success, no doubt about it, wherever he went. And he was all mad that the Dolphins got him. And, yeah, safe to say, he got roasted on just about every video. We was going to town on this cat, right? He had to stop showing up. He was done, right? So this cat's going to be done in similar fashion, right? You can say they have a very similar skill set to a Jalen Waddle. He's bigger than Jalen Waddle, though. Not as fast with the top end speed, but very similar games. He should have very similar success. And he'll be playing with a great quarterback in Aaron Rodgers who will fit that MO that he has, right? His gimmick, right? So Corley did have mucho bench. This dude's just repeating himself, man. Come on, man. The fuck out of here. So let me know what you think about that. Your boy Yo Holmes is going to get it. We're going to always put this back up. And, yeah, it's going to be embarrassing for him, right? I can just feel it. Malachi Corley is going to be that dude. So let me know what you think about that, all right? Once again, man, you want to get in that Discord, let me know, man. Make sure you support quality content. Hit that thanks button when you get a chance. We always doing it, baby. We be serving that hibachi, so make sure you tip your waiter, all right? Big salute out there to everybody out in Jersey, Newark, Stand Up, Rahway, Linden, Perth, Amboy, South Amboy, Elizabeth, Orange, Patterson. We doing it big, man. Shouts to everybody in the metro area, man. Hoboken, Weehawken, Jersey City is the craziest. And shouts to everybody out in Staten Island, Long Island, Brooklyn, everywhere, baby. Let's get it, Queens.